What the heck is poopin', H2Hos and roller bros alike? I'm your guide Q, and today we're looking at 21 things girls don't realize, and they're all things based around what boys are thinking, what boys are feeling, but they just won't tell you about it. You think that you know what's going on with boys, you have no clue. This 13-year-old that posted this video in 2009 is going to tell you everything you need to know about the life and times of us boys, and this is the exact thing that I would have looked up when I was 12 years old in 2009 to try and find out like what was going on in the brains of girls and how I could, figure out if my crush liked me or whatever kind of mysteries you're trying to solve as a young person dealing with whatever person you're interested in. And I'm just going to give you a little warning. This video is titled Nice Girls in Training because there are a lot of things on this 21 things list that are very much in the vein of nice girl behaviors or thoughts. But in 2009, like nice girl behavior, the meme wasn't known. It was much more common. And I feel like in younger people, like young teens specifically, nice girl behavior is much more common. So let's just get into the list and I'll give my thoughts and opinions on every single item. Number 1, guys may be flirting around all day, but before they go to sleep, they always think about the girl they truly care about. This is a pretty valid point. A guy likes a girl, he's probably going to be thinking about her before he goes to bed. A lot of these are going to be very valid and mundane, but just remember, they're coming from a 13-year-old, and some of them are going to be a little bit concerning. Number 2, guys are more emotional than you think. Now, this one is kind of 50-50. I mean, it does apply in a lot of cases. Guys don't really show that much emotion, but they could be more emotional than you think. But at the same time, if you go around assuming that every guy is as emotional as you could end up misperceiving the situation. Number 2, again, if they loved you at one point, it'll take them a lot longer than you think to let you go, and it hurts every second that they try. Forgive me because I'm going to be giving genuine advice to whoever may have been watching this video and taking it seriously, so kind of bear with me there, but I don't think this one is a one-size-fits-all statement. Some guys will get over it quickly, some guys will obsess over it and not be able to get over it like I would have when I was 13, but it doesn't hurt to try and get over it. What hurt me was that I couldn't get over it and that I was still fixated on it. Getting over it is part of the healing process, so it shouldn't really hurt to get over somebody that you used to love and now you can't be with or whatever. And also, I'd love to hear your opinions on this because like the thumbnail says, this is a guy's perspective on this. So if you're a girl out there that has a different opinion or a guy that has a different opinion, I'd love to hear what you have to say about any of these things. Number 3, guys go crazy over a girl's smile. This is pretty much objectively true. I mean, if a guy likes a girl, he's definitely going to like it when she smiles, but I'm not sure if it's this smile specifically here, because that one freaks me out. Like, the eyes are all on one side of the head, and not to discriminate against anybody with both eyes on one side of their head, but this font smile just it makes me feel uncomfortable. Number 4, a guy who likes you wants to be the only guy you talk to. This one's a little bit sketchy. I mean, if a guy wants to be the only guy you talk to romantically, that's totally cool, makes perfect sense. But if a guy wants to be the only guy you talk to in general and is like, if you even talk to your dad, I'm gonna hurt myself and I'm gonna break up with you, like, that's something to really watch out for because that's manipulative and controlling behavior. So be careful with this one, girls. Number 5, giving a guy a hanging message like, you know what, never mind, would make him jump to a conclusion that is far from what you are thinking. And he'll assume that he did something wrong, and he'll obsess about it, trying to figure it out. In my opinion, this is sort of manipulative behavior. You're trying to get into somebody's head, play games with them, and the 13-year-old version of myself that was a giant nice guy would have totally fallen for this and been like trying to pry for information. Like, no, you can tell me. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable sharing any information with me. I'm here to support you. But like 2018 Q-Star, and I feel like a lot of other guys would just be like, that's vague and annoying, and I know that she's trying to get me to pry for information and wonder what she's thinking about. Let's just move on. Number 6, if a guy tells you about his problems, he just needs someone to listen to him. You don't need to give advice. This is actually a very advanced piece of advice for such a young person. I didn't learn this until much later in life because I have a natural tendency to try and solve problems when they're presented to me, but a lot of times people just want you to listen and validate what they're going through as opposed to trying to fix everything for them. Number 7, a usual act that proves that the guy likes you is when he teases you. Now, this whole idea of if a guy teases you, that means he likes you is sort of controversial nowadays. A lot of people think that it supports an abusive culture, and I'm not 100% sure about that. I think it is a case-by-case basis, and you really need to read the teasing, because with me, the people that I tease the most in my life are my close friends, because I like messing with them, because I like them, and it's kind of a sign of, like, you being comfortable with that person, and you really just need to read the type of teasing that is happening, because sometimes it can just be straight-up bullying. If it ever involves violence, that would be straight up bullying or a sign of a person that could be abusive in relationships. But some teasing can be totally playful and fun. But at the end of the day, I really think it comes down to a case-by-case basis, so I think saying that teasing proves that the guy likes you is incorrect. Number 8, guys love you more than you love them. This one is just not the case. I mean, sometimes, yeah, a guy might love a girl more than she loves him, but it's definitely not always the case. Number 9, guys use words like hot or cute to describe girls. They rarely use beautiful or gorgeous. If a guy uses that, he loves you or likes you a whole heck of a lot. Okay, I don't know if I saw this video when I was young or if this was just a common sentiment going around in 2009, but I made a point to call the girls that I liked beautiful or gorgeous because I heard this whole thing about don't call girls hot or cute. Everybody uses those words. If you use beautiful and gorgeous, they're going to know you're serious. And I think that this does hold true in some capacity. Number 10, if the guy does something stupid in front of the girl, he will think about it for the next couple days, or until the next time he spends time with her. My personal favorite thing about this thing a girl doesn't realize is the awkward movie maker transition here, where the first slide of text doesn't even finish being written before it transitions into the next one. It's just everything about this video encapsulates 2009 perfectly, and that's one of the reasons that I selected it. Like, all of the facts do, and the movie maker editing definitely does. And as far as the fact is concerned, I'd say it rings pretty true. I mean, if a guy has a crush on a girl and he does something dumb in front of her, he's probably going to think about it for a couple days. I mean, if I say something stupid to, like, an employee at a convenience store, I'm going to be thinking about it for weeks afterwards and how I could have done that differently and just not made a fool of myself. So we do have 11 more facts to go into, but I sort of took a chance making this video, and I'm not sure if people are going to be into it at all. So let me know if you'd like a part 2 where we cover the last 11 facts, and I'm just not sure if anybody's into me talking about or responding to these things that a girl doesn't realize. I'm definitely interested in talking about covering responding to videos from this era, 2007 to 2010, because that was really my heyday on YouTube. That's when I was a kid and I was just discovering YouTube, and YouTube became really important to me. So I'd love to cover more topics like this. So if you have a video that you'd like to see me talk about from that era, feel free to drop it in the comments down below. I'm definitely going to be out there looking for them myself. But as always, there's going to be affiliate links to my equipment in the description down below. Skate on to the best of your ability. I hope you're drinking more water out there, and I hope you have a fantastic day.